Missed 10 field goals. It's one of them. And then just, not calling great plays down there, not executing at a high level. So there's a number of things.
You said after the game Saturday you never thought about replacing Nick. Have you thought about it this week at all, kind of shaking things up or not?
More just focusing on, how we can get better as an offense overall. I think we got to have a better scheme down there. I thought we moved the ball well at times. We got to have a better scheme down there and give our players things they're comfortable at and can execute. And we've obviously been lacking that, and that falls on me. So I think that's more of an overall approach this week, how we can get better down there as a unit.
How did you feel like Justin ran the ball? It seemed like he had one of his best weeks he's ever had.
He did. I thought it was the best game he's had here, actually, just running the football. He's had some great games receiving and done some good things, but running against a good defense, finishing runs, breaking tackles, making people miss in space, I thought he really had one of his most complete games, and that was great to see coming back from injury.
How much of your receivers, or how much of your receivers factored into the offensive struggle, either in the red zone or just anywhere on the field? In other words, what have you felt about their play?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been up and down. Teams are trying to take Kiki out of the mix, which they should, and then we got to make some plays on the outside, which Dylan, I think, has been solid, and we're still kind of developing some rapport with TJ. He's had some good plays, and then some plays that we got to find a way to give him a chance on some balls.
The other day, I think he was going against Tejada. It seemed like a lot of the time, which Tejada's 5'10" and TJ's 6'5". I mean, clearly it's not all about just a height advantage, but it didn't seem like y'all were able to take advantage of that at all.
Yeah, we tried to take some shots and weren't able to give him a chance either. Fell down on a route or overthrew it or threw it out of bounds. And when you have that type of matchup, you got to give him a chance and keep it in bounds and let him try to make a play. But we definitely saw that. We just weren't able to hit any of the throws.
Coach, when you have a first drive where you march down the field like you did against DC, what changed after that?
We did the same thing. I guess we're in the red zone 5 times and scored 3 points. So felt like we had some good drives. We just couldn't finish in the red zone. That's something we got to get better at.
What changes with that when you work on red zone throughout a week? Is it changing up the play calling, or how do you work on that specifically in a practice?
It's a little bit of everything. Make sure that the quarterback's comfortable with everything you're calling, and make sure that the receivers know it inside and out. And then on an execution scale during practice, there's a tighter focus and better intensity when you get down there during that period.
Looking at this Texas defense this week, what do you think has been the big reason why they've just taken such a big leap forward this year?
They're playing a lot of young players, and you can tell they're understanding the scheme better. They've all been great athletes the entire year, but they're playing better together and doing a good job mixing things up. They're very multiple in their coverages and bring a lot of pressures, and they play hard and tackle the football well. So you can just see that all those young players throughout the year have gotten better and better.
Coach, any updates on Trey?
Trey King, yes. Trey King should be good to go.
How about Jalen Lane? What does he have?
More of a coach's decision right now with him.
So his status this week is?
We'll see, day to day.
And Willie Sykes?
The same, day to day.
Both of those guys are still on the team, though.
They are, correct.
Sykes is a coach's decision as well?
He is.
With the Texas defense, Malik Jefferson, it seemed like he's just taking a gigantic step forward this year for them at linebacker.
He has. He's always been talented, but you see him understanding, seeing the football better, triggering better. He gave us fits last year. They kind of had him as a spy against Pat last year, and really had a heck of a game. But he's definitely settled into that position, and you can tell it's slowed down for him a ton.
Without Holton Hill, how differently has their secondary looked in the last 2 weeks?
Not a ton. Anybody they put back there is going to be very talented, and they do some different things to help those guys out at times, whether it's rolling coverage or pressures, and they know the ball is coming out. But all of those defensive backs are very athletic, very talented.
This week, are you preparing for both these
Shell and Ellinger, depending on which one they roll out there?
Yeah, we are. They're going to do what they do, but one runs a little bit more, the other one throws a little bit more. Other than that, it looks like they feel comfortable running what they run. Both talented young players that are learning their system and just going to get better and better.
How would you describe the differences in Texas under Coach Strong and now Coach Strong?
Yeah, I don't know, holistically, the answer there. All I can see is the film and, different schemes on defense, different schemes on offense, and still very talented.
Cliff, with all Big 12 team voting coming up, how would you kind of rank your guys in terms of players who are most deserving for all conference?
Yeah, it's hard when you look at your own team. I think Kiki's had an outstanding year. He jumps out to me, and then Dakota jumps out to me as two guys that have really, really come on this season. But, I mean, there's a bunch that we're going to nominate and see how it goes. But I think if you're picking one on each side of the football, those two really have made huge strides this season.
After not getting as many catches and having as much of an impact in previous weeks, is getting Kiki the ball going to be a focus this week?
Yeah, like I said, teams are doing things to try and take him away, and he understands that. And he was able to impact the Baylor game and the return game, and had a nice return the other day. And we're always looking for ways to get him the football.
We still need to get bowl eligible this weekend. Is it really still kind of about guys like Dylan and Cam and Taylor who've been around this program for so long and sending them out the right way?
No question. I mean, that's all our focus is on. Is you put all personal agendas and priorities behind yourself, and worry about those guys and making sure that they play one more game.
Did you have many interactions at all with Corky Oglesby? And I guess in one of your trade memories?
I did, yeah. Anybody that's met him, he's one of the best people you ever meet in your life, most positive guy ever. It didn't matter how bad we got beat on some days, and he would act like we were, a play away from winning the game, and always positive, always supportive of us, and lived a great life. I think when they had to get together for all his former players and friends, I mean, they basically packed that arena. So that kind of tells you the impact he had on people's lives and the type of man he was.
Cliff, Tommy McVeigh, can you tell me about what he's kind of meant to you in your program?
Yeah, he's been, a steady hand, no question. I think the relationships he has with this university and people surrounding this university are incredible. There's not many people that can survive, 4 coaches like he has, and he's great with our players, he's great with our staff, another guy who's always smiling, always seeing the bright side of things, and is a great resource for myself and everybody else on our staff.
You know if you'll do anything to honor him this weekend?
Coach McVeigh or Corky?
Corky.
I believe there'll be a helmet sticker, is what I've heard. I'm not sure 100%, but that's what I've heard.
They're a good offense. I mean, running backs and receivers. Quarterback, kind of mobile, both of them, so they can extend plays. And I mean, their running backs are running hard. They're bigger physical guys, so we prepare well for that.
What do you kind of remember from the last time you all played them, and can you use any of that, or are they kind of a different team now that you coach and use system?
Yeah, kind of a different team. Similar to Houston a little bit, but I mean, they have their own way of doing things. But like I said, they have some great skill guys that can make some plays. So we'll just have to make sure we tackle well and play the ball in the air.
What was the what do you remember about the last game in terms of just the celebration and how big a victory it was?
And
yeah,
it was huge. I mean, not many teams in this program went down there and won. I think it was 6 or 7 teams in 90-some years. So that was huge. And the way that we done it was exciting. but hopefully this time we won't make it close. So, I mean, we were planning to extend our season and get to a bowl game and send the seniors out the right way.
What do you think a bowl road would mean to these seniors?
Everything. They've been through a lot. A lot of them. I mean, some of them that's been through a coaching change or maybe the first year, but we've had plenty of position coaching changes and stuff. So they've toughed it out. They've put everything into this program. They've led the right way, and that's what they deserve.
What do you think it would mean to the team as a whole with you guys? I mean, some of the struggles you guys have had late, to be able to get one more game.
It'd be huge, just even for the extra practices for our guys that's redshirting or any guys that's not playing a lot. So those practices are huge for them as well, and prepares them for spring ball, and just being able to be in a bowl game. The atmosphere is great. It's always fun to hang out with your team for some extra weeks instead of going home for Christmas break early. So yeah.
Not to say that it means anymore, I guess you look at it, focus on it anymore, but does a win against Texas highlight a season for you?
I wouldn't say it highlights it, but it's definitely something you want to do. But I mean, just winning period highlights your season. So like I said, just ending it with a bowl game would be the highlight of them all. So.
Does also going to a bowl game, does that help for next season, kind of catapult you in? Does it affect it at all? Kind
of. Yeah, like I said, those extra practices help the young guys and the guys that are redshirting. They get a lot of work during those weeks, and I mean, just being able to get them out there and get extra reps that they don't get during practices during the season helps. And just anytime you get a chance to play a game, it just brings more experience and more everything else to the team. So yeah, it'll help.
How does it feel to be playing under the lights again?
It's definitely gonna be a better feeling than waking up early every week. But yeah, this is a nice stadium. The crowd will be electric. I mean, it'll be fun.
Do you need anything in the way how you maybe mentally or physically prepare when it's a little bit of a shorter week of Friday games as opposed to Saturday?
We're preparing the same. I mean, we won't have an off day this week, so we'll be practicing today when we normally have an off day on Mondays. But everything's still the same, and just excited to go.
What's the most difficult thing about covering Texas receivers? Or what makes them good?
They have a couple big guys that can jump well, play the ball in the air well. So you just got to get your hands on them and be physical with them and kind of slow them down and mess up the timing of the routes and things. And they have a couple shifty guys, but they're actually kind of bigger than the other guys that are shifty that we've seen this year. So, I mean, they have it on all cylinders, and their offense can get rolling and score a lot of points.
I mean, it means a lot just being with those guys another 3 or 4 weeks and having that experience. We're a very close group, and, we all love each other and are really close with each other. So just having a little bit extra time with each other would mean a lot.
What do you remember from the 2015 game?
Say that again.
What do you remember from the 2015 game down there?
I wasn't there. So that was the year I had a back injury, so I wasn't there. I hadn't played there since my freshman year. So I remember watching it and had a lot of exciting plays. Jakeem had a couple touchdowns. But yeah, they got it done. Like I said, I was watching on TV, so hadn't played there in a while. So it's a fun place to play, great atmosphere. So it'll be a good time.
Were you here in Lubbock, or since that was Thanksgiving weekend, were you back home in White House?
I might have been back. I think I was back home, actually. I think I was.
Saturday being your final game in Senator Jones, looking back, what's your favorite memory?
Oh, I mean, I probably can't, pick one memory. Just, I mean, have so many memories with all the guys and just the relationships I've built. I think that's the biggest thing is, I'm not going to really remember games and what happened in games, but I'll remember off the field stuff, just bonding with my teammates and getting to know them. And, yeah, that's the biggest thing I'm going to take away from this.
Nick said last week that he thought you were one of the ones that cried. Was he right?
I didn't cry. I didn't. But yeah, I mean it is a little emotional time, and I like to think I'm in touch with my emotions. I'm not a big crier, but no, but yeah, I mean those definitely got a little close to tearing up, but yeah, it's just one of those things, seeing those guys, seeing some of the seniors that I'm really close with out on the field, it's hard not to get to you a little bit.
There are a couple other names on Nick's list. Did anybody else cry?
There were some tears. I'll say that. I'm not gonna drop names, but there were some tears.
What do you attribute the struggles to in the red zone?
We just got to execute better and make plays, do whatever we can to get in the end zone. That's, we got down there a couple times. 4 or 5 times I feel like in the last game, and just couldn't get in. So we just got to be better in the run game and just execute. I put that on us, just not making plays when we need to make plays.
You guys have been saying execution all season long, though. Why can't we get it figured out? Why can't you guys get it figured out?
Yeah, that's, going into this practice, we practice every Wednesday. We practice goal line and red zone plays, and so we just got to tighten down and, put more focus on that and go into the game confident and ready to make plays.
Does it work in practice when you guys do it?
Yeah, like I said, we just got to transfer that to the game.
On the pick six, were you trying to catch that the whole time, or did you want to kind of get a deal? Let me try to break that up. No.
Yeah, it was one. I kind of thought he was throwing it inside, and ball went back outside. Yeah, I was trying to catch it, and then the DB made a good play.
In terms of the Texas defense, I guess how different is it compared to maybe last year with the new coaching staff?
I think they'll probably play a lot of that 3-double cloud that we've been seeing. That seems to be a trend throughout the Big 12 for all these passing offenses. It's hard. They're going to drop a lot of players and force you to establish a run game. So just got to do a good job finding holes and being physical in the run game and really getting that going.
Does the double cloud really eliminate the middle of the field and just really focus the attention to the receivers going from the middle out as opposed to the middle in?
Yeah, I think so. It's just there's so many guys in the middle of the field, whether it be they drop a backer with it and got 3 guys over the top. There's just so many guys. It's hard to the windows are very small. So, like I said, we just got to be better and focus on that this week. Is just going in there and finding windows and controlling your speed through routes and throttling at certain times instead of just running full speed and things like that. So, but yeah, it makes it tough on the inside just because there's so many guys in there.
How does the short week, particularly with it being a travel week as well, affect y'all?
I don't think it will affect us that much. We're getting in there today and, had a good walkthrough yesterday and had some times a little time to recover and get our legs back under us and going into it Tuesday practice today and then going from there. But yeah, it'll go by fast. We'll be down there before we know it. So just taking it a day at a time and trying to attack every practice.
It's going to be weird playing under the lights again, finally?
I think it'll be a little refreshing just because we haven't done it in a while, and it's always fun, playing at night, no matter where it's at or what level it's at. And so, yeah, the fact I guess Oklahoma was the last one, maybe. But, yeah, it'll be nice, and like I said, it'll be a great atmosphere. I know it's Thanksgiving, but I'm sure that they always seem to have a lot of fans out there, and so it'll be a fun atmosphere and always a fun place to play, and so just got to get it done.
Thanksgiving coming up, what's one thing you're most thankful for?
Definitely my family, my parents, my brothers, my grandparents. Just God has blessed me so much with my family, and I've had a very easy life compared to most, and never wanted for anything, and probably pretty spoiled growing up, but I always, my parents always instilled in me that I know where it comes from and not to take it for granted, and always work hard for everything that I want in life. But yeah, definitely my family. Just I wouldn't be here without them.
Dylan, do you ever cross paths with Corky Oglesby?
I can't say that I remember. I'm sure I saw him at some point somewhere, but he's a Red Raider legend, and it's always hard and upsetting to find out those things. But it's one thing that I've learned, especially this past semester, is those things are they're going to happen in life, and sooner some happen sooner than others. Just one of my best friends, Taylor, he's been going through a lot, and just trying to be there for him. But yeah, those things are always tough. So yeah, I send all my condolences to his family and friends, and but he was a Red Raider legend, so I'm definitely proud to say that I've been associated with his legacy and what he's built.